You know that feeling when you move into a new place and suddenly want to fill it fast? You think, I need a sofa, a lamp, and something for that empty console. It's completely normal, but rushing often leads to regret and a home full of pieces that don't really work together. Decorating isn't just about filling space. It's about choosing items that reflect how you live and what you love. That's why today I'm sharing 5 decor pieces that instantly elevate a room and how to select each one with intention. Let's start with lamps. Lighting is one of the most underrated design elements in a home. It doesn't just brighten a room, it shapes the mood, the atmosphere, and even how colors and textures appear. Too often, people grab something basic from a store, like a plain round shade with a generic base. Sure, it works, but it's forgettable. A lamp should feel like part of your design story. Think hand-thrown ceramics, bold sculptural forms, colored glass, or even pieces that look like small art installations. But don't just focus on looks, think about function. Need to read? A task lamp with a directional head is perfect. Want to create a cozy vibe? Choose a diffused fabric shade that casts soft ambient light. Want to highlight architectural details? Use wall washers or LED strips. And here's a pro tip. Layer 3 to 5 light sources in each room. It will completely change the way your space feels. If you want convenience, try smart bulbs so you can control them all at once. Lamps should never be an afterthought. They can shape the mood of your entire home. The second piece is plants. Nothing transforms a room faster than greenery. Look closely at professionally designed interiors, and you'll almost always find plants. Designers love them because they add height, softness, and shape all at once. If you got the space and natural light, start with one large statement plant like a rubber tree, fiddle leaf fig, or Song of India. Then layer in smaller ones, succulents on shelves, trailing ivy over bookcases, or even herbs in the kitchen. The key is being realistic. If you're busy or travel often, stick with hardy plants like ZZ plants or snake plants. And if you go faux, be selective. Some artificial plants look cheap, while others are so convincing that you'd never know the difference. A well-chosen plant instantly makes a room feel alive and more sophisticated. Third is interesting art. This is where your personality shines through. Please don't settle for mass-produced prints that everyone has. The Eiffel Tower, generic arches, or the dreaded live, laugh, love quote. They don't bring depth to your space. Instead, pick art that resonates with you. It could be a painting from a local artist, a vintage piece from a flea market, or even your own photography printed and framed thoughtfully. Scale matters too. If you're hanging art above a sofa or console, make sure it's at least 2/3 the width of the furniture below. Bigger usually looks better than too small. Frames and matting add polish, so opt for simple black, wood, or white for a timeless look. And don't be afraid to get creative. Lean artwork against the wall, hang it in unexpected places like the bathroom, or build a gallery wall with consistent spacing and a common thread. Art doesn't have to be expensive to look high-end. It just has to feel authentic to you. The fourth piece is books, but only if you actually read them. Books are one of the most underrated decor items. They're not just for shelves. They tell a story about who you are. Group a few together, and suddenly you've got personality, style, and depth in the room. Coffee table books are especially powerful because they're casual, accessible, and a natural conversation starter. Choose ones that reflect your interests, architecture, travel, photography, or even food. When styling, mix vertical and horizontal stacks, leave breathing room, and maybe add bookends or small decorative objects in between. A well-placed stack of books can make a console, coffee table, or shelf feel curated and intentional. Finally, mirrors. A mirror isn't just for checking your outfit. It's one of the simplest ways to make a room feel bigger, brighter, and more elevated. Designers love using them to reflect light, double the sense of space, and highlight views or architectural features. Scale is key here. A tiny mirror floating on a large wall will look awkward, but an oversized one instantly feels luxurious. You can lean a tall mirror casually against the wall, hang one above a console, or use a round mirror to soften straight furniture lines. And you don't have to break the bank. Secondhand markets and vintage shops are full of unique mirrors with character at much better prices than buying new. Mixing sleek modern mirrors with antique ornate frames is also a great way to avoid a one-note look. Just remember one rule. Make sure the mirror reflects something worth looking at. If it's bouncing back clutter or cords, rethink its placement. And that's it. Those are the 5 decor pieces that make any room look high-end. From thoughtful lighting to mirrors, art, plants, and books, each one can completely change the way your home feels. The best part is you don't need a massive budget to create an elevated home decor style. It's about choosing pieces with intention and layering them for a stylish interior that feels polished and personal. So, if you're ready to give your home that high-end look, start with these 5 simple upgrades and see how quickly your space transforms.